Hello my friends, and welcome back to another video where today I have some more news and updates surrounding the Amazon Lord of the Rings TV series, and specifically today about the marketing. So far we know for the show, the marketing has basically been non-existent except from some map releases back in 2019. But today I have some official stuff from Amazon and the Lord of the Rings senior marketing team and some quotes, and I'm going to be sharing it with you guys in today's video. As I mentioned earlier, all quotes and news in today's video is official and from Amazon / the marketing team. And the actual quotes that I got were from an unannounced senior lead of marketing for quote Lord of the Rings franchise series as it was put on their CV. And talking about that, the quotes I actually obtained for today's video is from their portfolio and job description. But now let's get right into it. Starting off with one of the most interesting ones, and I'd quickly like to say that everything I say in today's video is my opinion and my assumptions, as I'm not a marketer or have any degree or anything educational wise in marketing. So this is all my opinion, so there might be things that I might not say in today's video that you guys might know. But let's get right into it. So it says, quote, identified new social and online analytic needs to support fan-focused franchise and long lead anticipation marketing strategies. So there's actually three things I'd like to depict from this. Firstly, the support fan-focused franchise. So here Amazon are clearly trying to show that, yeah, we want this Amazon show to be towards the fans maybe. And also it's interesting they have used franchise, not the show. And the common theme that you see throughout this entire marketing quotes is that they haven't necessarily just talked about the show, they've talked about the Lord of the Rings franchise in general. And another interesting thing is that anticipation marketing strategies. So that means that the marketing they're going to be using is going to be built up over a long period of time. So the marketing will be for a long time before season 1. That might be a bit worrying then if the marketing hasn't begun yet and they're going to be doing long anticipation marketing. Long lead anticipation marketing strategies are normally used by big blockbuster films and franchises. For example, Fast and Furious 9 would probably started their marketing for their release date of their movie probably 9 to 10 months before the actual release date. So it's interesting that Amazon are adopting this approach with their billion-dollar show, which would probably be the case anyways due to how big this show will be. And also back to the support fan-focused franchise is interesting, as technically Amazon have said that one of their objectives is to have this Lord of the Rings franchise from Amazon to be fan-focused and to potentially tend for fans. Of course, it's easier said than done, so that doesn't mean that this will happen, but Amazon are currently trying for it. And of course, identified new social and online analytic needs is just for how are we measuring success for our promotional efforts and more for the business and marketing side of Amazon than for us as fans. Now moving on to the next one, which is more focused on the actual approach they're going to take towards their marketing strategy. They have said, quote, lead executions across creative, social media, promotional partnerships and experiential events. I'm sorry if I said that word wrong. PR and on platform and ensure alignments to marketing strategy. So this is all the creative routes that they're going to take, and they all want it to come together into their marketing strategy. So from the creative side of things, this can be from trailers, posters, handouts, flyers, or stuff like leaks or maybe planned leaks, stuff like that. And of course social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and potentially Reddit. And the interesting thing is promotional partnerships. So probably in the next few months we're going to be seeing promotional partnerships. We don't know what this could be. Probably with most likely big companies. Maybe they could even do it with big YouTubers, like big Tolkien YouTubers like Men of the West. We've got History of Middle-earth, Nerd of the Rings, Geek Zone, etc. So all those big potential Tolkien YouTube channels, they might do partnerships with them, or maybe partnerships with other popular things, which would be interesting. And for the events, that's of course webinars, Comic-Con. Of course, so far with the marketing, we haven't seen any of this yet, but it's hopefully an idea of what's to come with the Amazon Lord of the Rings show marketing idea and plan. The next one is pretty interesting depending on how you perceive it, but firstly it is, quote, established a new franchise organizational workflow for studios and Prime Video marketing. And again, I would like to firstly highlight one thing, and that is the use of the word franchise again. So Amazon haven't said their Lord of the Rings on Prime or just Amazon Lord of the Rings show. They actually use franchise. Maybe that might show the bigger picture and that how Amazon actually looking forward to seeing. They don't want this just this one show. They want this whole Amazon Lord of the Rings franchise, this big branch, maybe something like potentially the MCU or something like that, or how with Star Wars maybe, or maybe that's just me looking a bit too far into it. The quote organizational workflow for studios and Prime marketing is basically Amazon wanting a roadmap for marketing at Amazon Productions. For example, you don't market season 2 the same you market season 1. As for season 1, it's all about promotion and building awareness around the show and enthusiasm for it. Whereas on season 2, it's just getting back on track and just want to continue anticipation and hype. So they just want one clear set structure of how they're going to go forward with it. Then we had the one that I showed in the thumbnail, which is quote, manage marketing relationship with showrunners and producers. And I believe this can be seen in two ways. Firstly, that they want to actually, that Amazon, through their marketing campaign, want to keep the actual production people happy. For example, not revealing major or minor plot points in the marketing so that the production team might get angry at it. For example, maybe showing more of Anatar, which could be a plot point they want to shock audiences with, but if the Amazon marketing maybe show Anatar a bit, this might ruin it. Something along those lines. And maybe that in the marketing for the show, they want the showrunners and producers, probably more the showrunners, to be part of some of the promotional and marketing efforts. And we are seeing this with Wheel of Time right now, where I believe the showrunner Rafe Judkins, I believe that's the name of the showrunner, is doing lots of Q&As, and there's quite a lot of quotes of him coming out about Wheel of Time. So yeah, that's part of that Wheel of Time marketing strategy. So we're probably going to see the same with the Amazon Lord of the Rings show as well. Then looking at the last few, I believe these ones are more for the actual Amazon marketing team rather than for us fans, because this was actually meant for this person's job description. But I'll read it out anyways. It's quote, create and drive series global marketing strategy, including identifying annual marketing goals and objectives. However, one interesting thing that I haven't seen until now is the global marketing strategy. So that is interesting. Maybe, for example, we see that, of course, lots of companies and Hollywood productions like to target, for example, different places like Asia and potentially China. So you might see that a China trailer, like shows and movies normally do. And so it's good that they are doing global marketing, because that'll get probably love for the show all over the world, and have annual marketing goals, which is probably normal in general for big budget shows and companies when they have their marketing team. I think most marketing teams have that anyways. And the final quote I have for you guys in today's video is quote, manage allocation of marketing budgets across creative, social media, promotions and creative production. And I believe that this is one of the other ones that are probably more focused on the marketing team rather than for us to look at. But one interesting thing is the marketing budgets. It probably shows that the Amazon are putting a lot of money into their budgets, as there's quite a lot of avenues that they're going down here. You can see creative, social media, promotion and creative production. So that's 4 different avenues that they're going down. And normally shows and movies normally go for 2 or 3, because maybe the marketing budget won't be as big as Amazon. So it does show that Amazon does have stuff in plan and have quite a big marketing budget. And that is all the quotes I have for today's video. And it's safe to say that so far, the marketing cycle for Lord of the Rings on Prime has not begun yet, but it may begin soon. But so far, people are a bit surprised of how Amazon have treated the marketing for the show so far. Maybe not feared, they feared it, but they're probably more confused and quite questioning it. But hopefully this gives some more clarity and sees that what Amazon will be doing in the future. And I believe it does look quite positive, and it looks like they are investing a lot into the marketing of the series, but of course not yet. One thing is that the long lead anticipation marketing is quite interesting, because that's quite a lot of months. So if we're going to see the show this year, the marketing is going to have to start really soon. But we know that ex-Disney marketer has joined the show now, and he is starting March the 1st, so maybe they will get stuff underway soon. Let me know what you thought of these quotes in the comments below, and I'd like to say again, these are all official quotes from this person's job profile. They're currently unannounced. Please like and subscribe, but until the next video my friends, goodbye.